Right. As we move on, I want to, and this is the last part of our session. I just wanted to share with you some resources we have for better thinking or better interacting with the concept of resilience that we've shared today. That can also help you conceptualize a lot of our these principles that we've shared. The first one is the City Resilience Framework. So this is a framework that was developed 10 years ago, but has been adapted today, I think last year, end of last year, to reflect today's challenges, to learn from past crises like the pandemic and also the multitude of cybersecurity attacks that we've heard about. And so it's a very reflective framework, I would say. And it's really underpins a lot of the work that the Resilient Cities Network has done with the member cities that it works with. So this framework is a guide for urban resilience planning that helps us understand all the systems and elements that can make a city resilient. So it was developed by ARAP and funded through the Rockefeller Foundation. But also our work and our city's work has really impacted how it's been shaped. So you can use it as a tool for communicating about holistic aspects of resilience, identifying areas of weakness and strengths of a city. So like to do a perception analysis of where the vulnerabilities lie. And then it can also be used to understand how shocks, stresses, and different events can impact multiple systems within a city. So as you can see on the right, that's basically the wheel of the framework, which has 4 dimensions that relate to local governance and planning, health and well-being, economic and society, and the infrastructure and environment, and really helps to explore all these complexities using one tool. Sophie will share with you a link in the chat if you want to explore it more. And then if you want to see how this has been applied in the past, we also have over 90 resilience strategies that our cities have developed that really reflect the different shocks and stresses they experience and how they impact their different systems and how people perceive those impacts and are cognizant of really what people need. So it unites people, projects, and priorities to surface crucial solutions that cities can collectively act on. These are also available in the link in our website, and you can access them freely. There are also frameworks that we've developed that are very specific to systems. So I remember people saying water is a very critical system to think about. I agree, my background is also on water resilience. And the City Water Resilience Framework was developed, again, using the City Resilience Framework as a stepping stone, and it can help cities understand and improve their ability to plan for, manage, and recover from water-related challenges by promoting integrated adaptive water management solutions that have buy-in across different stakeholders. So it really brings together stakeholders to tackle these issues. We also have a similar framework focused on the energy system that we've just recently published. It's called the City Energy Resilience Framework, and it guides cities in applying a resilience lens to their power system and working towards their overall resilience and their overall capacity to transition to cleaner and more environmentally sensitive options. And it really is a system, a framework we're using to identify where priority areas are and where the severity of impact if these priorities are not addressed are. You can also explore it freely on our website. Again, I'll share the link with you. There is also a website that actually helps you interact with this framework, and you can use it as a solid reference when trying to determine resilience in the energy system. We have a learning hub that really collects this 10 years of knowledge that we have and shares actionable tools, resources, and examples from the ground. So the hub it brings together like self-paced modules with cohort-based learnings, particularly for people working in resilience. So you can access that again on our website. where Sophie will send you the link. Access is subject to availability of spots, unfortunately, but if you sign up, and there aren't any availabilities, you'll be put on a wait list, and once the slot opens up, we will open it up to you. Please go and explore it. And if you want to really explore these concepts that we've shared about and how they apply to energy systems, that's an upcoming lesson that we have, how they apply to climate risk, this could be a place for you to explore that. And lastly, there's also an AI assistant, so a chatbot that we've developed on our website that can make a lot of search on our research on resilience easier and help you surface examples faster, help you get concepts easier. So again, also please feel free to use this tool that that is also free to ask you one question. What is one key takeaway that you would take from this lesson? Please, again, feel free to write in the chat, to raise your hands and make a comment. But what really was something that stood out for you? Key takeaway from Mariana: the difference between stresses and shocks and how they can aggravate one another. Wonderful, yes, and that's a very critical foundation for really thinking about building resilience, is that nothing really exists in itself. It's really exists in the context of other challenges or other opportunities. Colin says, no one is cushioned from climate change impacts. It's upon us to build resilience. I fully agree. I agree with that, especially with the changes that are happening in our world, sometimes that are really out of our reach and our purview to act on. It's really important for us to really keep up and strengthen our resilience, so we can not just survive, but thrive, as we discussed. Anyone else want to add? Sophie says, looking for co-benefits is an integral way, and it's critical. I agree, especially in the context of the limited resources we have and the fast-pacedness and the amount of challenges we're dealing with. Really thinking about co-benefits or multipliers and how we can address multiple issues at once is very important. I see how the qualities of a resilient system connect. There is a lot to learn from resilience initiatives around the world, the potential to scale. I fully agree with you. We are not living in isolation, and we're not experiencing these issues in our isolation, even though our context may be different. We really have very similar experiences, and so learning from one another and seeing how we can build better upon initiatives that are already on the ground and scaling them is very critical for building our resilience as a society. Oh, I see a hand. Yakubu, please.
All right. Yeah. Yes. I think my key takeaway has to do with resilience. It should be holistic, and we should have collaboration from different institutions, because one intervention could lead to a spillover effect on the others. So when we are trying to make our cities more resilient, we should be looking at the broader picture of involving so many other sectors, so that we have that spillover effect and addressing all the key issues that we may have with regards to climate change. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you. I agree. Really, like, we have to think about the bigger picture. We have to think about how these issues interact with one another to strengthen ourselves. I agree. All right. So for me, a key takeaway that I want to leave you with is that, yes, we are in a poly-crisis era, and we're facing a lot of interconnected challenges that worsen one another, but we are able to survive, adapt, and thrive, and we have to really keep that positiveness and that optimism going. And I do believe with the resources that we have and the knowledge that we've collected and are constantly building, we can be resilient.